Hello, this video is going to cover the complete installation of the 52-inch Shanahan indoor-outdoor ceiling fan by Home Decorators Collection. This fan is damp rated, making it perfect for use in outdoor covered locations like porches and patios, but it'll look great indoors as well. The fan has some great quick install features like a slide-on mounting bracket and AccuArm blade arms with captive screws to make installation that much easier. The fan also includes a light kit that uses one LED bulb that's included for your convenience. Now before we get started, just a couple of notes. You want to make sure that the electricity is turned off at the breaker box and at the wall switch before getting started. If you don't feel comfortable working around electricity, please consult with a licensed electrician. One other note is if you're hanging this fan where there is just a light kit on your ceiling, chances are you might need to replace the outlet box. You want to make sure that the outlet box is clearly marked acceptable for fan support. If it's not, just change it out before getting started. Okay, so as you can see here, we've already unpacked the fan. We're just going to go over the parts to make sure that we have everything before beginning, and that way we don't get stuck along the way. So first up we have the mounting bracket. The mounting bracket comes pre-installed inside the canopy with the decorative ring on the bottom. We'll show you in the first step how to remove the mounting bracket to get started. Just a quick note, the decorative ring is magnetic, so it just pulls off and then sticks right back on, making installation very easy. We have 5 reversible blades. Just pick the finish that's right for your decor. 5 AccuArm blade arms. These blade arms have captive screws to make installation easy. We have the ball and downrod assembly, decorative motor collar cover, the light kit pan, the light kit, the included LED bulb, and the fan motor. So just a quick note about the fan motor. If you wire it and you try to test it before the light kit is attached, it won't work. The fan won't operate until this plug is attached to this plug on the light kit, which will finish the circuit and give power to the fan. So before you try to test it, make sure that the light kit is connected. And last but not least, we have the hardware pack. The hardware pack has 2 pull chain extensions, the blade attachment screws, and 3 plastic wire nuts. Some tools we're going to need for this project is a flathead screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, some electrical tape. We like to use a line voltage tester to make sure that the wires aren't live before beginning, a pair of wire cutters and strippers, and of course a ladder. So we have everything here, we're ready to begin. Let's do this. The mounting bracket comes pre-installed inside the canopy with the decorative ring attached. To remove the mounting bracket, first pull off the decorative ring. It's magnetic, so it just pulls off. You'll notice an alignment post at the base of the canopy. You'll need to loosen but not remove the 2 screws in the base of the canopy, enough so that that alignment post can exit that hole. Once those 2 screws are loosened, you'll simply lift and twist the mounting bracket to remove it from the canopy. This fan features a slide-on mounting bracket for easy installation. The bracket has 2 keyhole slots that will align with the 2 screws in the outlet box. Simply align the slots of the mounting bracket with the screws in the outlet box and then slide to hold in place before tightening. This is just a demonstration. To install the mounting bracket, begin by using a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen but not remove the 2 screws in the outlet box. Then lift the mounting bracket towards the ceiling, aligning the slots with the screws, and slide the bracket in place. Then use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten both screws. It's important to make sure both screws are completely tightened and the mounting bracket is securely fastened. Before routing the wires and installing the downrod, you'll first need to loosen but not remove the set screw on the motor collar. Use a flathead screwdriver to loosen but not remove this screw. It's also important to note the safety tab on the motor collar. This will lock the downrod in place should it ever loosen over time. Before routing the wires and attaching the downrod, remove the twist tie holding the wires together and gently stretch them out. Once the wires are stretched out, it's a good idea to twist the ends to make sure that there are no loose strands, and then twist all 3 ends together. This will make it easier to route the wires through the downrod. Before routing the wires through the ball and downrod assembly, gently pull the green wire from inside the ball and downrod assembly. Next, place the downrod through the canopy so that the largest opening of the canopy is on the ball side. Next, place the decorative ring on the downrod, making sure that the black side with the slots is touching the canopy. Then, slide the motor collar cover onto the downrod, making sure that the largest opening is facing towards the bottom. Insert the ends of the wires through the threaded end of the ball and downrod assembly until they exit through the ball portion, and gently pull them through until the downrod meets the motor collar. Then, secure the downrod by screwing it into the motor collar until completely tightened. Once the downrod is completely tightened, use a flathead screwdriver to completely tighten the set screw on the motor collar. Once the set screw is completely tightened, slide the motor collar cover down till it meets the motor. If installing the fan with the included downrod, it's a good idea to trim and strip the wires before installing. To do so, measure about a foot from the top of the ball and downrod assembly and use a pair of wire cutters to cut the wire. Then strip off about 3/4 of an inch of insulation from each wire. Once the wires are stripped, twist each end of the wires to make sure that there are no loose strands. Now the fan is ready to be hung. Before hanging the fan, it's important to note the tab in the mounting bracket that will align with the slot of the ball and downrod assembly. When hanging the fan, you'll insert the ball into the mounting bracket and then rotate the fan assembly until you feel the slot engage the tab of the mounting bracket. This is just a close-up demonstration. To hang the fan, lift the assembly up to the ceiling, noting the location of the tab and the slot. Slide the ball into the mounting bracket and then rotate the assembly until you feel that slot engage the tab in the mounting bracket. The fan will drop slightly when properly seated. Begin wiring the fan by taking the green wire from the mounting bracket and the green wire from the ball and downrod assembly and twisting those two wires together. Once those two wires are twisted together, connect those wires with the bare copper house wire. This is the ground connection. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Next, take the white wire from the fan and connect that to the white wire from the house supply lines. Twist those two wires together and secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Finish the wiring by taking the fan's black and blue wires and twisting those two wires together. Once those wires are twisted together, connect those wires to the black house supply wire. This is the power connection. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Once all the wire connections have been made, gently tuck the wires into the mounting bracket and outlet box to make room for the canopy to attach. When attaching the canopy, it's important to note the alignment post that's on the bottom of the mounting bracket. When aligning the keyhole slots of the canopy, make sure that alignment post comes through the standard hole at the base of the canopy before tightening the screws. The canopy attaches to the mounting bracket using two keyhole slots on either side of the canopy that will align with the two screws at the base of the mounting bracket. Align those holes with the screws in the mounting bracket and push the canopy up so the screws come through the keyhole slots, and then twist to hold the canopy in place. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to tighten those screws and secure the canopy. You can tilt the fan to make extra room for the screwdriver to access the screws. Make sure both screws are completely tight. The decorative ring is magnetic. You just need to align the slots of the decorative ring with the two screws at the base of the canopy, and then slide the decorative ring up, and it will attach itself to the bottom of the canopy. To assemble the blades, you'll need the bag of blade attachment screws from the hardware pack. The blade arms have 3 posts that will align with the 3 holes at the end of the blades. The blades are reversible, so choose the finish that you want and make sure that the opposite side is facing up. Then align the screw holes of the blade with the posts on the blade arm. Press the blade arm and the blades together, and then using a blade attachment screw, start one screw in each hole. Once all 3 screws are started, use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten all 3 screws. Repeat this process for the 4 remaining blades. When installing the blade arm, note the alignment post on the blade arm. This will align with the long slot at the base of the motor. Simply insert that post into the long slot, and the screws will automatically align with the screw holes in the base of the motor. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten both screws. Repeat this process for the 4 remaining blade arms. Once all of the blade assemblies have been attached to the fan, go back and double check to make sure that all screws are completely tightened before proceeding. The light kit pan attaches to the fan using 2 keyhole slots and a standard screw hole. Those will align with the 3 screws on the black bracket at the base of the fan. Begin by removing and saving one of those 3 screws, and then loosen but do not remove the 2 remaining screws. Feed the wires from the fan through the center hole and align the keyhole slots of the light kit pan with those screws in the black bracket, and then push up and twist to hold the light kit pan in place. Then use the screw that was removed and saved and a Phillips head screwdriver and insert the screw into the standard screw hole of the light kit pan. Completely tighten that screw and then tighten the 2 remaining screws in the keyhole slots. The light kit attaches to the fan using 2 keyhole slots and a standard screw hole. Those will align with the 3 screws on the outer edge of the light kit pan. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove and save one of the 3 screws, and then loosen but do not remove the 2 remaining screws. Connect the light kit to the fan by aligning the 2 red arrows on the molded adapter plugs and inserting the plug from the fan into the plug from the light kit. Align the keyhole slots of the light kit with the 2 screws that were loosened in the light kit pan, then push up and twist to engage those screws. Then use the screw that was removed and saved and a Phillips head screwdriver and insert the screw into the standard screw hole. Completely tighten that screw and then tighten the 2 remaining screws. Install the included LED bulb by screwing it into the light socket. The pull chain extensions are located in the hardware pack and easily snap onto the ends of the fan's pull chains. Attach both pull chain extensions. Pull the light chain once to turn the light on, and again to turn it off. Pull the fan pull chain once for high speed, twice for medium speed, 3 times for low speed, and once more to turn the fan off. This fan features a 3-speed reversible motor. The reverse switch is located right above the light shade. Switch left creates a downward airflow for use in the hotter months to create a cooling effect. Switch right creates an upward airflow to pull warm air from the ceiling and draw it into the room during the cooler months. The factory default is for a downward airflow. Make sure the fan is off before attempting to reverse the fan's direction. Congratulations! Your ceiling fan installation is now complete. Time to kick back with a nice tall beverage and enjoy your new fan. As always, thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe at the end, and that'll help other people find it as well. As we always say around here, keep it breezy.